Testing, testing. Oof. Okay. Shut out of my corner here. There we go. Nice and easy. I am fucking ready for this, baby. I am ready. Okay. See, we don't have any like special kind of setup for today. We just kind of got it. Let me refresh my page real quick. Boot up to this. Make sure that we got Beat Life. We did. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This time. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about who's here right now because I just want to crack open this. God, I can't even fit the entire box in the frame. Hold up. Let me see if I can do this without like showing my face. That is gorgeous. This is what we're looking at today. This is a crowdfunded thing, so I purchased this technically in like February of last year, and it just now arrived, so I'm excited to be taking a look at this. I definitely wanted to do it on stream because I wanted to share my excitement and like nerd out with y'all, because I have the original figure. Well, figures, because this is two figures for anyone that doesn't know. This is a combination of two figures. This is Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus from the show Transformers Robots in Disguise from 2001. A couple years before my time, but, you know, I still enjoy the designs, so I'm gonna set this aside real quick and show you the originals. Let's see. So we got Prime, and we got Magnus. Let me real quick set these off to the side here. Why the fuck is my notification not working just yet? Why is my notification not working? Looking live, dipshit. Stupid, stupid, stupid. That's whatever. I'll just wait until Me6 decides to post the proper link. Alright, let's see. Anyways, yeah. So, we're taking a look at the new Omega Prime figure, but these are the ones that comprise the original. We got... This is the original one. This is 2001 Robots in Disguise Ultra Magnus. This is going to form part of Omega Prime. This is, again, original figure. This isn't the new one that we're looking at. This is the original. I brought him to compare. And set it back over here. And we have the original Optimus Prime. Very different fire truck, but you know, I still love this design. It's super cool. Unfortunately, mine is kind of broken on this one side. So I'm hoping that the new figure's design looks... Let me continue my train of thought. I'm hoping that the new one is a lot more durable than this one. Because rubber tires on this were... They were eh. But anyways, enough dilly-dallying. And because I just want to get this thing open. Let's crack it open. So to my knowledge, there should be 4 smaller packages inside this larger one. So I'm gonna... So you can kind of see the top of the box art here on the side. So let's crack this open. Break these guys out of the packaging. Let's see. We got 1. We got 2. Got 3. And we got 4. Goddamn. Show mousepad too. I don't have a good looking mousepad right now. Mine's an older Shy Lily mousepad. Let's see. I'm gonna set these off to the side and we'll open them up one by one. Because I think I know what's in each box. So we're gonna start with this one here. Hey Kizumi, hi Crooked. And Crooked, I'm opening these because I don't give a fuck. I've been waiting for this thing for over a year. I'm not leaving it in the packaging. This, I believe... Crack open, yep. Ooh, this is more than what I was thinking. Got the instructions. Nice. And we have 1 display base. The ramp part. So snap that in the bottom. So yeah, Crooked, if I've been waiting for this thing for literally a year. I'm not leaving it in its packaging. I'll keep the packaging because it looks cool. But no, I'm taking the shit out. Ah, fuck. Let me bring over my side table so I have room to put this shit on. Let's see. Empty box. You're going over here. Let me get out my nippers. Future collectors can weep all the fuck they want. Let's see. Let's get out this new guy. This is one thing I didn't know. I thought they were just gonna keep the original canon for the Omega Prime. I didn't realize they were actually making it into its own figure. That's cool, honestly. Yeah, this is really cool, actually. Because on the original figure, this is just like its own static cannon. So it's cool that they actually made it like its own individual, like, character, as opposed to just a glorified accessory.
I couldn't today.
No good. Electrozera, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing okay today. Yeah, I'm gonna just start setting the shit that we've opened off to the side here. So that way I've got everything out of the way. Let's see. It's 1 plastic clamshell. Hi, hello. Let's see. Got a little guy down here. I believe this is Cerebros? I think it's Cerebros, yeah. He's a little headmaster guy. Pretty simple little thingy. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. This is probably gonna be one of my longest streams because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to go through this guy. But yeah. Yeah. We just got little head boy. Camera focus. Camera focus. There we go. Oh, fuck your ads. Oh. Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know anything about this, or I'll wait to say it until after y'all come back from ad jail. God damn it. Open up, fuckhead. There we go. Ad break over? Hell yeah. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is, I know none of y'all are gonna know what the fuck is going on here. I know pretty much all of y'all are not going to understand or know what it is that I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be doing my best to explain things as we go along. Because this is something that I am very passionate about, and I want to try and keep you guys in the loop and give you some relatively entertaining content while I nerd out over this new figure. Because, again, I've been waiting for this thing for over a year. I am very excited that it is finally here. And I wanted to do it on stream so y'all could see how I fucking am over these new figures. Because this is something I'm very passionate about. So, please try and bear with me. If it's not your thing, then cool, just check out another stream, I guess. But this is all we're doing today. This is all we're doing today. If you came here expecting anything other than this, no, this isn't what you're getting today. You're getting nerdy Jesse today. So we got stand arms. So we'll set these over here. Oh, that's pretty cool. These kind of just like slot right into the top here. Boom. You're nerd 24/7, so it's alright? Hell yeah. Well, I just had to give the warning. Let's see. We got two little stand adapters here, which is nice. Then we got two little missiles here, which I assume are for this guy. Yeah, I think it's Blue Bolt. Do the same thing for your Yu-Gi-Oh stream because you're a huge nerd of it? Hell yeah. Ooh, there's actually slots in the back here. Okay, so that's where you store the missiles. Okay, I see. Yeah, this little guy is new to me. This is not part of the original toy. I mean, it is, but it wasn't a character. So this is cool. I like this. I'm gonna set him off to the side though. That is all from the first box. So we're going to take this box, close it, and set it aside. Alright, next box is this one here. This one should be pretty interesting because this is one of the tier rewards that was accessed at a later date. This is... Oh, it comes in pieces. That makes sense. This is the Matrix Blade. This is a big-ass weapon. Ah! Fuck! Oh, wow. It's just made up of a bunch of, like, individual segments. That's cool. You can make it longer or shorter, however you want to. Hell yeah. Set these out. Out. Close this up. Set it aside. And I think how you do this. Okay. I can see it. plug that in there. We plug this section here. Yeah, he has a Buster Sword now. Close that on up. And it comes apart. Cool. God damn, this is a sword. This is a sword. I can't even fit all this on screen, dude. Look at this thing. So yeah, this is the Matrix Blade. This is gonna be the big ass weapon that he's gonna be wielding in Omega Prime mode. Take this, set it aside with the rest of everything. And I believe that's it for the accessories. Now we get to the figures themselves. So we're gonna start with whatever this one is. I don't know if this is Prime or Magnus. I'm gonna guess maybe Prime. I'm gonna guess Prime. We'll see. Which one is it? Yeah, it is! Oh god, this looks sick, dude. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so cool. Oh, his chrome parts are separate. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So he's got his chrome parts that are up here. We're just gonna take that out, set it off to the side. Got his gun down here. Just gonna take that out too. That's everything else in the box. So we're gonna take out his chrome bits. I appreciate that they packaged the chrome separately. So that gives it less risk of getting broken or damaged at all. Anyways, let me find my knife again and actually work on... Actually, let me get the box out of here for now. I'm gonna work on freeing him from his plastic prison. And let's take out that. I like how they even left the missiles in from the original figure. That's so sick, dude. This is so sick. I love this. I love this so fucking much, dude. Let's see, does it still give the same satisfying click? It do! Oh god, the clicks are more satisfying on this one. This is so cool! We'll take off that bit for his head. We'll slide this bit off the front. And then these chrome parts, these are the side antenna for the super mode head. So we're gonna plug those in. And we chuck this away, chuck this away, chuck this away. Close up the box. In the box, we're going to chuck back inside the packaging. And then the last thing to do to finish off this guy is his blaster. It has the front wheel for the fire truck on it, so you plug that right in the front. Is it like the original? It is! Oh, there's a bit of paper down here. But god fucking damn. Oh, this figure. I can already tell I'm gonna love this thing to death. I can already tell I'm gonna love this thing. Oh, it's got a little, like, tampograph detail on the front, too. Hell yeah, this thing is hefty. Hold up, let me break out the original. So we have the new guy down here. And we got Old Faithful right here. I think I like the new one better already. I already like the new one so much better, dude. Like, this one feels really nice, and you can definitely tell it's the older one of the two. This one here just has so much more weight to it. And it feels solid. Like, this one here, the truck itself, like, you can already kind of see it's starting to come apart here. It's like, it feels kind of flimsy, especially for the age. Unlike the clicks here on the ladder, you can't even hear the clicks anymore. Whereas this one here, you hear that click. Rolls like a dream too. And yeah, this one's already starting to fall apart, dude. See, I love this figure to death, and I'm so glad I was able to find the original. But goddamn, is this one already so much better, dude? So I'm gonna set this aside for now. Let's see, I think we can take little Cerebros here. There's a little seat here on the side of the fire truck ladder. I think we can chuck him in there. Hey Alt, how you doing? Hiya. So we just chuck Cerebros in that ladder there. Hell yeah. Let's see, the up and down like is good. But how about this rotation? You don't get as much click out of it, but still. Wait, does the ladder extend? Does it extend? It looks like it should. It does! Hell yeah, dude! Yeah, we got some rare stuff. This is the brand new HASLAB Omega Prime. So, hell yeah. This is brand spanking new. It's even got the little fire hose thing on the end. Which can then flip down to become a bucket for little Cerebros here. Chuck him in there. He's happy. Bring her all back down. That back up. I like how these ones aren't spring-loaded like on the original. These ones are like ball-jointed and hinged. And it does look like the missiles on the original one are here too. They just don't fire. But they still flip out, which is cool. The spring-loaded mechanism on my old one is broken, so I can't exactly show how it would look like, but hell yeah, dude. I am so ready. So for now, we're going to set Prime aside. And let's break out Magnus, because I assume he's the last one. Where did I get this? I purchased this last February. This was a crowd-funded project. So if it did not get funded, it would not get made. So, yeah. It got funded in March, and then it got put into production. The final samples started showing up around December, and they started mass production early on this year. And so now, yeah. Long time to get it, but it's already worth the wait, dude. It's already worth the wait, and I haven't even gotten to the second figure, which I'm about to. So this figure here, this has got to be Ultra Magnus. Let's just, yeah. Ooh, that's nice chrome. Hold up, let me take this thing out. God damn, that is solid chrome there. Shit. And it feels really weighty too, even for chrome. I assume these are the antennas for the Omega Prime mode, which are super sick. Yeah, it's real chrome. It's real chrome parts. So actually, I'm not even gonna clamp them back down. We're gonna set these off to the side here. So yeah, for a crowd-funded $300 project, I would expect it to be real chrome. So, yeah. So I'll open this. And pull out Magnus. Close this box. Slide it back in. There we go. All back in the original. Also, hi Jay, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. He looks a little bare without his front fender, so let me figure out how to attach that. How does one go about it? I'm sure I'll figure this out. It's gotta be on one of these. Wait. Is there one more crumb piece? Did I miss something? On that one. Jesus fucking instruction manuals, my guy. So this one we're setting off to the side. Are you kidding me? Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking. You're joking.
I couldn't today.
Serenade, thank you for the follow. Please. No. God fucking damn it. Ah. It's missing a part. It's missing a part. It is missing. Look, I can show you on the original. It's missing this. It's missing the entire grill. So like I assume I could still put it on, but it just won't be like physically connected to it. Yeah. It'll still go on, but it's not the fucking... Ah! Ah! That's... Well, I guess I'm emailing him after this shit, but... Okay. This isn't off to a great start. Well, it was off to a great start, but now... Fucking whatever, dude. I'll set Magnus aside, and I'll reserve my judgment for once we finish looking it over. Okay? Then I'll decide if I should get pissed off or not. Then I'll decide if I should get pissed off. Okay. I guess first things first, we're gonna take a look at Prime. So let me flip out these fucking instructions. Yeah, valid crash out. I've been waiting for this thing for a fucking year and it came broken? It was like missing a piece? Fucking pisses me off, man. It sucks. Whatever. I'm gonna try not to let that dampen my entire mood for this thing, because I am still excited. But come on, dude. Okay. Let's figure out how this thing works. Let's see. Start out with the side panel. Booba on the left is hypnotizing. Yeah, it's the Shy Lily Booba mouse pad. See, then we take this section and we set it aside. And then these... looks like we just slide out. The grill itself, for Magnus, it looks like it was supposed to be friction clipped in. So more than likely it just fell off in packaging. That's my assumption, at least. And at first I was thinking, okay, what if it's just like an alternate piece? But no, the instructions show it out of box with the grill clipped in. So it's not that. It's... Maybe I'll find it somewhere in the figure when I'm transforming it. Who knows? So like I said, I'll reserve my judgments for later. But for right now, it's... We'll see. We'll see. But for now, I guess we're gonna transform the main Prime. Oh! I'm gonna be very careful in transforming this thing. Because there's apparently a QC issue with a lot of these figures. With a lot of this figure. And I'll show you where it is once I transform it. I'll show you where it is. But now let's see. So first things first, we slide off the blaster. Set that aside for right now. Take these side sections. We untab them from here. Then flip them out. And, ooh, there's new parts. These sections slide out. Like so. From the sides. Now we take the entire side panel here. Flip it all the way around. Till they tab into the front. Then you take the wheel section here, cover it. So same thing, flip it around, tab it in, hold that down. And then we take this entire section here, split it carefully, unfold it. It's like so. Okay, so here's where the QC issue is apparently. So, this entire joint here is a slider. it's supposed to slide up into the body and then back down. What people are reporting is this area of plastic here, right where all the silver bits are, is thin enough and the connection is tight enough for the plastic is cracking. So I want to be very careful in handling this thing because I do not want to crack it. So, let's see. Ooh! Ooh! That's satisfying. That is so much better than the original. That is so much better. Yes, let me split these. Rotate the thigh bits. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep the transformation on screen because I want you guys to see it as well, and I'm not just like doing it by myself. See, then we rotate out about those. Flip out the foot. Close it up. And then fold out the heel spur. Same. Then flip out. Flip in. Heel spur. And that looks to be the entire lower body. Now we've got a pair of legs. Hell yeah. I'll say this thing already feels so much better than the original. And I will be transforming the original as we go along too. Just so y'all can see like full comparison between both. Let's see. So next up we take these head bar lights. Are these just pegged on? They are just pegged on. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Then we take this flap here up. Then you rotate out these arm sections. Ooh, these are spring-loaded too. That's nice. So they rest here in the front. Then what? Okay, then you shift the entire body down. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very careful with this thing. Ah, God, I can see why people would say that would snap. That was very stiff. Jesus Christ. Okay, now let's see. Arm sections slide down. Like that, and expose the fists. That. Then rotate. Then rotate. This is very stressful, yes. So you rotate the forearm, rotate, or no, bring this down, slide this down, rotate the fist. Then is the head. Ooh, the head's stored back here now. So take hold of this tab, pull it back. And you take this bit and you tab it into the back panel like that. That keeps the stress, keeps it secure. Head panel. Hold it out. Close up the back. Slide the head forward ever so slightly. Goddamn. That is Optimus Prime. That is indeed Optimus Prime. An older Optimus Prime, but that is Optimus Prime. Goddamn. Okay. This thing already feels fucking fantastic. I'm gonna leave him on screen here real quick, and then I'm gonna transform the original one while we yap a little bit. We'll slide the new one over here, and then I'll transform the original one just right here. Why not? So it's pretty similar. Let's take that thing out. You just rotate these sections around and around. These don't tab in at all, so I like how these ones actually kind of like tab in, so they're not like flopping around all over the place. Then you take this, rotate it down, untab, rotate, untab the back, hold out the feet, clip them back in. See, and on this one I did something a little different with the sliding joint, which I'll show you. Like, rotate up the headlights, rotate out the arms, and then with this one, once you slide it up, slid up the head. Just like that. Hey Erwin, how you doing? Hiya. Slide down the arm panels and rotate. You slide down arm panels and rotate. And that's the original, compared alongside the brand new one. Wait, is it bigger? Hold on. It is ever so slightly bigger. Well, let me give them both their weapons. Oh shit, let me not. Yeah, the original is smaller. Yeah, so we have 2001 Robots in Disguise Prime and 2025 Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime. I already like the new one better. I already like the new one so much better.
I couldn't today.
Shadow Wolflord Hunter, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome. I'm Jesse. I'm a Succubus VTuber. Hope you're doing okay today. Today we're nerding out, so if you're not a huge fan of nerdy rants, then yeah, but yeah, new one looks like he's wearing Japanese work pants, exactly. Optimus Prime dad and Optimus Prime child, exactly. Alright, now let's compare the articulation of the two. So I'm gonna go through the original one, and then we'll go through the new one. So the original, head was on a ball joint. Up only about that far, down about that far, left and right. Hold on, let me do it like this. Arms, rotate, and they're on ratchets, so you only get like 2 positions out of them. You get like 90, 45, and down. So not many posing opportunities for this one, but he does have like a backwards butterfly joint, which is kind of cool. Then you have bicep rotation, just about 90 at the elbow. You have wrist ball joints, so wiggly waggly and rotation. Then the waist have rotation, and I guess if you technically extended it a little bit, you can kind of fake an ab crunch. You can kind of fake an ab crunch a little bit, but then you bring down the head. But with this one, the legs definitely aren't as satisfying. They just click up, or they don't even click up. They go up that far. You can move the backpack out of the way, make them go back that far. Yeah, to the side about that far. Thigh rotation. Pretty decent knee bend. And then ankle ball joints. And that is it for the original. It was pretty good for posing at the time. Because keep in mind, this figure is from 2001. And posing on figures pre-2010 were kinda dog shit. So this thing is actually pretty impressive, given the time that it came out. So now let's see how the new one stacks up. Let's see. So, he also has a ball joint at the head. Can't really look up that far, but he can look down. Not really. Slight side to side, and can look left and right. Nice. Arms are in a very nice friction joint, which I appreciate. And you do still have technically that backwards butterfly, but it brings the entire chest with it this time. The arms are still ratcheted, but you have a lot more play with them, it looks like. So a lot more posing. Same thing, you have bicep rotation, 90 degrees of bend. Wrist rotation, no ball joints this time, but I think that's fine. Let's see. And you have waist joint. Kind of untab the back and make it move a little bit more, but not as much. It's like, because the back on this one is more. Oh, it's not actually. Back actually unpegs. And it looks like it's dedicated unpegging for rotation and shit, which is nice. I like that. And you get a lot more waist joints. And I guess technically with this one you could fake the ab crunch. If you very carefully slide it out, give that little joint a bit of an opening, and then you have an ab crunch. That's cool. Be very careful. There we go. Well, let's see. Which prime does the Bay Prime iconic pose better? Like the arm up, arm like in a punching position type thing? Good question. I'll have to see. Let's see. Ooh. 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 That's not even a fair comparison. Those are ratcheted. Are these ones just friction? These aren't even ratcheted. Well, I guess honestly that would explain why the original Omega Prime mode doesn't stand up for shit. Let's see, the legs can move backwards. And they can move out. You know, the ratchet joints are so fucking satisfying, dude. And move out a full 90, which is so much better. Thigh rotation, or I guess technically above the knee rotation. And you have same, not full 90, so I guess this is one aspect in where the original is slightly better. Because it doesn't do the full 90 degrees. It does enough. And then same ankle ball joints, so you have pivot, you have rotation, and point and flex. I guess let's see who pulls off the prime pose better. Let me take a look. Let's see. See, there's the new one. Pretty good, I'd say. He can stand in it, too. Alright, well, let's try the old one. And there's the old one. I'd say the new one does it better. I would say the new one. So, okay, that is it for base Optimus Prime. Now y'all must be wondering, or maybe not, I don't know what y'all wonder about. You confuse me sometimes. But now y'all must be wondering, hey, wait. We took off half the fire truck for this thing to transform. What do you do with the other half of the fire truck? That's a great question. I want to see what all they did with the other half of the truck with this one. So let me get him back to a normal standing pose. And let's move over here. What's next in the instructions, my friend? Let's see. These looks like we untab this part. Oh, that's cool. These are much better than the original, so it looks like these actually like tab in together as opposed to just coming off separately. I like that. I like that. So if you take these, I'm gonna set prime here so y'all can see the parts. So we have this part, we have this part. Then let's see, we flip it upside down. These parts. Ooh, they have a T-tab here that locks into here. So like solidifies everything in place. And then we just slide them off? Ooh. Okay, so they have a tab on the inside too that they hook into. Okay. Just flip that back down and that becomes a shoulder pad. Same thing with this one. Slide it off. There. And then like the original, you just flip this piece up, and then you take the entire ladder section, pull that off. So that becomes its own piece. Then you unpeg these. You flip out the feet. That, and then you flip up the tires. And thank God the tires aren't rubber on this one. They're actually just PVC plastic. Let's see. Same thing. Flip out the foot. Back to my Twitch. There we go. Then fold in the tires. And then let's see. Let me take Cerberus out of his ladder here. Set him aside. That's kind of cool. You can take these things, fold down these, and there's little pegs here. I'll go into parts on the shoulders. That's just cool. That's just cool, dude. I like that. Just give him big old missile pods, why don't you? Hell yeah. I'll just take these off again. I'm gonna have a drink real quick. And let's see. Out here. Looks like I opened this. Let me take out this thing. Oh, this is Matrix. Interesting. What does it want me to do with this? Reminds me of Chiryujin with the transformation. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry if I'm uneducated. Hold that down. Oh, there's a slot in his back for it right here. Cool. I don't know what that's for, but yeah. There we go. I guess I'll take this, plug it right back on in here. Just like that. Then we close that back up. Okay. I guess I'll wait for ads to end and then we'll go ahead and check out this next phase here. Okay, let's see. So it looks like for this next bit here, you don't even need prime. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look then. Ad break is over? Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. So for this next bit here, we don't even need prime. Set him aside. And it looks like we're doing something with these parts. Okay, so we're taking these bits, putting them together. Okay, so kind of like we're going back into truck mode. Now, 4 ports, 4 posts under here. That's a solid connection. And then there's tabs right into here that's going to slot into the top. Let's fold that down. Like that. Okay. You fold up the ladder. Fold out the side bits. Fold down the bucket and flip out the top little hoses here. What is next? This bit here. You're supposed to fold it up. Like that? Interesting. Oh, then you kind of have like the prime head as a turret here. It's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Let's see, what is next? Taking these bits here. If you haven't already, then unplug them. We're unfolding them completely. So, have them like this. Like this. Okay, so these parts on the inside. Then you rotate the hands. Angle them slightly forward. Rotate the turrets. Same thing. Unfold, angle. Rotate, angle. That looks like you're taking these bits here. Plugging them together. Okay. Next one. And what do you do? And you plug them into these sides right here and right there. And then you fold out the back panels here. Oh yeah, that's his base mode. It's kind of cool. You have all the parts you can have as like something separate if you're not using them. You just have like a tall ass ladder to go with it. That's cool. I like that they give you something to do with this. And I know that the original has a base mode, but I'm not going to do it. Because... excuse me. Because the original's base mode basically just looks like this. So I'm not even going to bother. And I don't want 2 large-ass base modes taking up desk space. But now, we're going to get to the fun stuff. Now now we're getting to the combined prime. So I guess we'll unpeg and undo everything here. So unpeg, unpeg, fold up, rotate in, fold down, click down, unpeg, and set aside for right now. So we're doing something with prime. Okay, so we are first taking out his gun. We are sliding these arm panels down, taking the head and shifting it back where it was. There we go. Unpeg this, put the head back in, clip that back, fold the light bars down, or unpeg them and put them back into place, that's fine, I guess. Then we're gonna start extending this again. Be very careful. Not extending it all the way, we're only extending it up to there. Okay. Ooh, what are we doing? We're unpegging this. Ooh! This is new! We're taking this, and we're sliding it into place. Isn't that right? Yeah, then you snap it into place there. And that gives him kind of like a waist spacer. Wait, does that actually give him the ab crunch? It keeps the fucking ab crunch. He's gonna have a fucking ab crunch. Let's go, baby. Okay. Then you extend these out. Ooh. So his shoulders get broader. And then you fold up the heels, like so. That is the base prime all done. So I'm gonna set these parts off to the side and we're gonna start attaching them. So first things first, unclip these parts, fold up this panel, and unfold this panel. Okay. You clip into here. And plug it. Then you plug the front part in. There, he's got a big old boot. So now we're gonna do the exact same thing. Unfold, unfold. Then get a better look. Come on, don't fight me. There we go. Clip, and then peg in. Like so. Now he's got a boost in height. Let's see. So then we take these arm bits. It's looking like it wants you to fold them up. like so. Then fold them up, so. Oh, like that. Okay. So like this. Then you, okay, I see, I see. So then you take this, 2 pegs and 2 slots. You slot those in on either side. You unfold. Or no, it looks like you bring the entire thing down. So bring down, fold up, and fold up. Fold this panel around, fold them up to the back, and fold this panel around. That gives him his brand new fists. Hell yeah, hardcore customizable. Okay. So that's what we got so far. It's got brand new feet, it's got brand new arms. And next up, we're taking these shoulder bits. We're folding them open. You're then taking this peg, plugging it into one of these slots at the top. So and then the shoulder pads are going to tab into the front and the back. Just like that. So plug in, tab, and he's got his brand new shoulder pads now. Okay, so now then, take this entire section here, we rotate this out, and then rotate this like so, then fold it all the way down, just like that. So then we straighten this out, hold up the head, hold up this. Hi Sharky, how you doing? Hiya, hello. Today's a nerd stream, by the way. So we're taking a look at a new figure that I got. And I've been waiting for, so yeah, stick around if you like that. I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty hyped. I've been waiting for this thing for like a year. It's been a year since I purchased this thing. It was February of last year. So yeah, I'm very much excited. Right now we're just going through how the whole thing looks. Yeah, because it was a crowdfunded project. Crowdfunded and ended up getting funded. So finally got it. Let's see. So the head folds up. This folds out. How is this gonna collapse into the main thing here? Tab in like that. And then clip it to the front. And then we take the gun thing here, and that plugs into the side right here, right? I'll rotate it. Come on. There we go. God damn. God fucking damn. This thing is big. This thing is big. God damn. Yeah, fuck you, you stupid bot. But no, this thing is awesome. I love this thing so much. And you open up the front, and you have his little matrix again, as usual. Let's see what kind of articulation this guy has, because he feels really hefty. So let's see. Head is on a ball joint, so lots of movement there. Look down a lot, look up a lot, because, oh, it's on a hinge at the base, too. Is it? Yeah, it is! It's on a hinge and slider, even. So that brings it even more to the front. And let's see, arms I assume are pretty much the same. You rotate them all the way around. And you have an added butterfly joint now. But you have the same, like, outwards rotation and all that stuff. Biceps, you have an elbow. You have hands now. The fingers can open all the way like that. They can rotate as well as point and flex. Which is sick. And move that to the side. So then there is still the waist joint. Flip this up, you get a small ab crunch. Okay, an ab crunch is an ab crunch. Let's see, then the legs are basically the exact same. Legs go forward, still got the bend. But now there's just nothing. Wait! There's ankle pivot at the feet now. That is new. That is not on the original. Okay. Oh, there's actually a toe bend here too. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. So that's the new guy. So real quick, I'm gonna set him aside, and we're gonna bring out the original figure. Because, Sharky, for context, this guy here is an updated 2025 version of a figure back from 2001. So, brand new, based on an old figure. And I happen to have said old figure. Here. So we're going to set aside the new guy for right now. We're going to put together the old one, and we're going to see how they compare. This is my first impressions of the figure, by the way. I wanted to give my first impressions on stream because it's something I've been waiting for like ages. And you don't get to redo first impressions. So you extend that, and that's basically the extended prep for this part. Then take this. Feel my hype makes you happy. Aww. Why are we doing Pornhub right now? No, we're not doing that right now. See, plug this in. Yeah, Sharky, if you can't tell, I am a huge Transformers nerd. I have tons of useless information about Transformers in my brain. So much so to where I could probably give you an essay on any character that you wanted. So this is a passion thing for me, and I'm slowly starting to get more comfortable doing this stuff on stream. So yeah, get used to it. How you doing, cuteness? Hiya. Let's see. Set this off the side. Okay, this one I'm not the biggest fan of, because with the original figure, these didn't slide off like on the new one. They actually have to like, they're friction clipped in, which it holds it together, but it's not very satisfying, because it feels like you're breaking the thing. But more or less, it's exactly the same transformation as the new one. You just split these parts, you rotate out the foot part here, you flip down the tire, flip this the rest of the way around, unflip, then unflip. No, you! No! Not cool, I'm a nerd. There's a difference. And also, Sharky, I will give you a history lesson on any Decepticon that you would like. I will give you as many history lessons as you would like. I got you. Let's see. So this one, you just plug the feet in like so, and then close it up. So you don't have any kind of like rotation or whatnot like on the new one. So, unplug that, plug that. There's big old boots. Then you extend the shoulders, fold down the light bar. Then with this one, you just unfold everything, take the ladder, rotate it all the way down, like so. Then you unclip it, bring it to the side, rotate this, like so. And with this one, instead of the clip system, there are 3 ports that go into 3 posts right here. So you just take that entire thing, clip it on top, and then there's a clip in the front panel here that clips into the front, which I wasn't the biggest fan of because this entire front panel here is all chrome. So each time you clip in that piece, I don't know, you can kind of see, it slowly chips away bits of that chrome. So slowly there's starting to be the silver revealed underneath where the red usually is. So yeah, then you would just clip that into the front, get the head all straightened out. Then you take the shoulder pads here, and you don't clip them in, you just have to like slot them over the top of the arms, like so. It's not very solid, but then you just take this, take the bucket, fold it down, that gives them a spot to stand, take the gun, small peg, and you just peg that right onto the back. I said you peg that onto the back. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not doing that. We're just gonna plug it right up here at the top. Let me collapse in the arms ever so slightly. And this is the old one. This is the old one. And this is the new one. Okay, let me try and do this as best I can without showing face. So, old one is definitely smaller, for sure. But the new one feels so much better. So, yeah. Okay, let me... Yeah, normally I don't do the figure... Normally I don't do the ladder off to the side. Because it's such a tall figure, I usually have the ladder positioned like dead center. So it provides more of a support in the back. But I guess this is how you're technically supposed to configure it, off to the side. But let me see if it works. So it's a high stone. There we go. There we go. Now they're not gonna flop all over on each other. Okay, now you can kind of get an idea of just how the height difference is for these two. The new one is ever so slightly taller and bulkier. I do, Sharky, I do. If you want, after stream, I'll take a picture of all my shelves and I'll send it to you. Because, yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot. It looks like you have the same, on the old one you have the matrix flip out chamber, same as on the new one. You show me some of yours too? Bet. Share pictures. But that is gonna do it for Optimus Prime. But that is not the only figure that was part of this set. Because when you have Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime, you need his counterpart. You need Ultra Magnus. Which is... boom. Oh shit, what am I dropping? Don't drop shit! There we go. Okay, so I'll fold up the first instruction manual. Set that aside. Yeah, Sharky, there's a lot that came with this. I'm pissed off though. I am pissed off, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let me pull out the original for comparison. So, here's the old figure. This is the figure from 2001. And this is the brand new one. Brand new one is ever so slightly smaller, but that's fine. If you were here at the beginning of the stream, you know what's coming next. Mine came missing a piece. And if I don't find said piece at all, I will be contacting Hasbro and trying to get a replacement part. So, at the front of the figure of the old one, there's this brilliant little Autobot symbol here. Mine is missing it. And it's a major connection piece because it has the front grille of the truck as well as the Autobot symbol. So this blue chrome piece, it came disassembled in the box, and it's literally just being held on by friction right. Not super fun. So I'm hoping that I can just get a replacement part sent to me. Because that would be nice. But yeah, this is how the two stack up alongside each other. I do like the new one so much more. It feels a lot more solid than this one does. And I assume just like the old one here, you can hold down the ramp bits and as well as unclip these parts to act as the car carrier mode. Because that's what he is. He's a car carrier. Then we can clip these back in. Like so. Said clip back in. And there we go. So, I'm gonna set the old figure off to the side for right now. And I'll set this off to the side too, because we'll be comparing all the old stuff to the new stuff. And let's see how we transform this guy. Holy shit, there's a lot of steps in this one. Okay. So, first things first, we take these, we flip them up and over here. Then, we take side bits and unpeg the entire thing on both sides. Reach around, do that. Flip her upside down. And we take the tires and unslot here. And you slip the entire thing off. Yeah, it's only gonna get cooler, Sharky. It's only gonna get cooler. So, let's see. Then it looks like take these, snap them back in here. You fold down these parts. Then rotate these sections to the back. Then you fold up these, which are going to become his knee pads. Like that. And you take these, rotate them to the other side, plug them in. So. Then you fold these, plug them in, Then you split them down the middle, right? Yeah, there we go. Split it down the middle. And you rotate this piece up, and like that. Oh! Oh, this is much different from the original. Yeah, I'll show you on the original figure when we transform her, but how it went with the original is because it looks like this is just the entire whole ass leg. With the original, it was split here at the thigh joint, so you would pull off the thigh, and this part was attached to the main body. I kind of like this better. I kind of like it better. Okay. So, let's see. So you unpeg this, rotate this to the front, plug it back down, and extend the heel. That's also new. Fold it back up, and collapse the heel back in. Rotate these back in. And that's one whole leg. So then, same thing for the other side, it looks like. Let's untab, rotate, extend, fold back, rotate, clip in, slide back, and extend out one. Jesus Christ, that is tight. There we go. There we go. And that gives him his little back wings. Then, this entire section flips around. so and then plugs into the top. Like so. It feels freaking cool, dude. It feels cool. And you fold that entire thing in. These straighten out, plug in up here. Come on, plug in. So do they plug in or do they just kind of like rest there? Looks like they're supposed to plug in. Oh, they weren't down all the way. Okay, so you have to push that completely flush. Then you plug them in. Oh. That makes more sense. So that gives him his kind of like power pack. Then let's see if the arms, you then rotate them 180. Then it's around, flip open the chest, fold up the head section, rotate it, fold it back down. You fold, oh, he's got his own little matrix thing in here. That's nice. Fold this thing back in. Plug everything together. I said plug everything together. Come on. Work for me, damn it. There we go. And what? This piece folds down. Then we take this section and slide it in here. And there we have Ultra Magnus fully transformed. Goddamn. This is so much better than the original one too. Which I would hope so. With it being a 25, with it basically being a 25-year difference, I would hope that this new one is new one is improved in some way. So, hey Perseus, how you doing? You know, it looks awesome and it feels so much better too to hold on to. Feels amazing. Yeah. Alright, let's see how articulation is on this guy. So head is on a ball joint. It looks up, down, rotates. Arms rotate. They're on a mushroom peg, so I gotta be careful. Move out. Bicep rotation, 90 degrees of bend. The hands are on ball joints, so they can rotate, move forward and back. You got fingers, a thumb. And nothing at the waist, because the waist just slots on like there. Let's see, for legs, they kick forward that far. They hold pretty well, too. Can't really kick back. Move out all the way. That rotation. Got a nice deep knee bend, too. Brings the knee up surprisingly high, too. And you have ankle pivot, and that's about it. Nothing else at the ankle, right? Yeah, nothing else at the ankle. Alright, now that we've got the new one done, let me transform the old one. And out of these figures, the old one is my least favorite. It does not feel good, and you'll see why. So I'll take this guy and I'll set him aside for right now. Set him aside. Now let's see. Hey Juanya, how you doing? Hiya. Hey. Let's see. So with the old one, you start off pretty similar. You fold down the front bits here, flip out these, rotate them all the way around. Take this entire section, put that down. So you untab the arms. Or untap the arms. Untap the side bits here. And you separate the entire thing. So, pretty easy. Oh boy, ads. Okay, split these. You fold this down like so. Take the thigh bit, rotate it out. Doesn't plug in. So just kind of like it doesn't stay put. Then rotate this entire thing around. Plug that in. Plug that in. One leg. Same thing. Rotate. 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 And clip in. And there's your legs. And ad break's almost done, so yeah. Ad break is done, y'all are back. Alright, yeah, so the legs I kind of fucking hate on this one. Because unlike the new one, these ones are literally just, they come off at the thigh. And the front panels here, on both of them, they don't plug in. Like, at all. There is no peg for them. They're just held here by friction. And there's no heel support. So when he's standing up, if he falls back, there's like this huge chunk back here in both legs that the entire thing could just like fall back into. So now let's get on to the main body. The main body is very different because this one houses an electronics feature. That is broken on mine, but it is an electronics feature. So you untap this bit, fold it up. You then take the arms, unpeg them, fold them down, and peg them in. They're a lot harder to peg in on this one. Rotate the shoulder bit, rotate the arm at the bicep, and then rotate the hand. Same deal. Just plug in, rotate, rotate, rotate. Then this section here, unpeg, fold up, and then plug back in. Then you unpeg this, split it open, rotate them like this, rotate the entire thing around, rotate them back, and then leave them like that. And this entire thing doesn't plug in, it just kind of like sits here. It just sits here, flopping around. No plugging in, no nothing. I don't like this figure. Yeah, very shiny. This is all chrome pieces, so yeah. And let's see. You unplug the chest. You would fold out these parts here. Fold out the head. Rotate the head. Fold back down the head. And then there's these you have to unpeg slightly. So you can take the thighs, rotate them all the way down, like so. Plug it all the way back in. Hey Kronos, how you doing? Yes, you do see Transformers. We're taking a look at the original and the brand new Omega Prime set. So, yeah. Right now we're looking at the Ultra Magnus part. Yeah, so that's the upper body of the old one all done. So then you would just take the thigh bits and you plug them in. Which I'm not a huge fan of. They're just held in by friction. But that's the old one. And now let's compare it alongside the new one. Okay, with this one it looks like it's almost the inverse. It's like the new one is ever so slightly smaller than the old one. But I do like the way the new one feels a lot better. This one feels solid. Everything plugs in. Whereas this one here, if I just... backpack doesn't plug in. Back chest plates here doesn't plug in. Arms are on loose, flimsy ball joints. So if you like shake it around, you just like... everything just comes undone. Whereas with this one, it looks like you shake things around, everything stays plugged in. Which I like better. I like the new ones so much better. And especially because these ones, to access the thigh joints, you risk accidentally undoing the leg connection. And you have to plug it back in every time. Whereas this one, it looks like the connection is in the waist point here, as opposed to the legs. There's a lot less risk of you like popping the entire thing off. Let me do this again, try not to... There you go. Have old one on the left, new one on the right. That is the difference that 25 years makes. And for now, we're going to set these off to the side. Because before we get to what this set is designed for, let's get to the part that I was not expecting to be in here. So on the original Ultra Magnus figure, there was this here. There was this turret placement.
I couldn't today.
Dread, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, on the original figure, this would have had like spring-loaded missiles. They would have fired out a long fucking way. And a flip-out sight. This entire thing could just like configure into a battle platform. This was on the original. And this is what they did for the new one. Instead of just making it itself a weapon, they made it into its own figure. Which I kind of like. I kind of like that they did that. So that way it's not just like an accessory that you take off and throw everywhere, it's like its own dedicated thing. So I kind of like this. I kind of like this.
Today.
And man with the Dr. Pepper, thank you for the follow. Hey, we just passed 1.2k. Hey! Hey, hell yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's fucking go. Anyways, so this is the one thing that I was not expecting for this set. I was expecting Prime, I was expecting Magnus, but I was not expecting this to be its own thing. So I guess I'll just mess with this like I usually would. So like articulation first. How does it pose? Ball joints, so it doesn't really look up or down that far, but it does do rotation, which is nice. You have rotation at the arms, arm moves out, bicep rotation, knee bend at the elbow. No hands, but this is where the turrets are, so... Oh, that's interesting. Do you have a waist joint? You do have a waist joint, hell yeah. Legs kick forward that far, back, out all the way, thigh rotation, nice deep knee bend. And the feet can pivot. So yeah, I like this thing. I like that it's its own little dude. Oh, they're calling it blue bolts. They gave it its own name. Yeah, it's like a battle companion type thing. And wait a minute. Hold on. Is this thing a fucking weaponizer? It's a fucking weaponizer. That would make sense. Okay, so for context, this is a nerd stream. If you don't like nerd stuff and don't like my nerdy explanations, click off. However, so what a weaponizer is it was a concept recently introduced, I want to say like 5 to 6 years ago, in the Transformers toy line. So it would be an original character, usually not based off of any character in particular. It'd be like, let me grab an example of a weaponizer for you real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab an example. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. And I brought an example. So, let's see. Like I said, weaponizers were original characters designed specifically to be a gimmick. Specifically designed to either give a character armor or to give a character a weapon. And this, move the bolts aside, this is an example of one of them. This is from Transformers Legacy United. This is Shard. This is not based off any character in particular. This is an original character designed for the line. Whereas usually characters nowadays are refreshes or remakes. But again, these ones were able to disassemble and come into pieces to give bigger characters weapons or armaments to use. That is what a weaponizer is. Because every figure uses a 5mm port system. So, like, you could take this rock plating off of Shard. It's got a 5mm port in the back, and you could, for example, let's bring in Magnus for an example. You could plug it into Magnus's arm and give Magnus a bit of a rock armor bit. Now, it's usually intended for smaller figures, not figures big and bulky like Magnus is. But that is the purpose of a weaponizer. So let me go ahead and build Shard back up real quick. See, I really liked the design that they did for the weaponizers in the last line. Because if you can't tell, they're like based on rocks. This guy is based off of a line of transforming figures from back in the 90s or 80s called the Rock Lords. And it was basically robots that turned into rocks. Weird, I know, yes. But they kind of did something a little different with these ones, where they made them rocky figures that turned into rocky-type vehicles. Like Shard here turns into a helicopter. It's pretty quick and simple to transform, so I'll just show you real quick. I don't really care. So you pop out these, rotate the arms. I know we're not reviewing Shard today, but you know, whatever, fuck it. I'm just gonna show you anyways. You rotate those around, you flip down the feet, rotate them at the thighs, and plug them in together. Untab this entire section here. Hold down this. Bring it all out. Bring the arms down to the side, rotate them down. Fold the front, fold up this. And then the entire arm panel here folds into the body. Just like so. And this entire thing folds up to the underside. Propellers rotate around. These things plug in to here. And that is helicopter mode for Shard. So, hell yeah. That's a weaponizer. Blue bolts. Not blue balls, horny ass. Yes, yes, you did hear wrong. You're fine. You're fine. Here. Try that again. Plug it up top. Bring it down. There we go. So the main bit of blue bolts is inside the torso. And for the lower legs... Italian, don't you dare put pineapple on pizza or break spaghetti? I don't do either of those things, so I guess I'm safe. Let's see. These... So these are gonna plug in where? Right down here. See? Right? Oh, it has a couple connection points. Plugs into the bottom. Then to there. Don't worry, American will find a new way to mind break you, bruh. Put that in. Plug that in. Then what? Plug that in right there. What about pineapple and spaghetti? Hell no. And for these, what do they want you to do? Oh. That's all? Seriously? I want you to plug them in like this? Okay. Interesting. Alright, that's kind of cool. So you literally just store the entire weaponizer inside Ultra Magnus. That is cool. I like that. Bit of a weird way to store these bits, but why not? Okay, bruh. Don't be creepy in the chat. It is a nice use of empty space. Because instead of the legs being hollow, you kind of use the weaponizer to fill out the legs. I do like that. And especially your use of the empty space inside the torso as well. looking good. Okay. And I'm real quick just gonna transform blue bolts back into weapon platform mode. Yes, I do have space left. Surprisingly. I have a lot of space left. See, believe it or not. See, let me get Magnus off screen real quick. Oh, why would I stop? I enjoy it. If anything, I should be looking for a place with more space so I can properly display everything. Which is honestly a thing that I would do. I would do that. See, back in weapon platform mode. Then it looks like you can just take blue bolts, you can rotate these sections like so, plug them in there. Underneath the arms, I see. Plug them in under the arms. And you can have Magnus just holding on to it. That's fucking cool. You just have Magnus holding blue bolts as a fucking weapon like that. That is sick. I like that. I very much like that. Now then. Now for the part that most people purchase this figure for. Figures, I should say. See, because Magnus and Prime are all well and good on their own. But there is a reason they are sold as a set. That is because they can combine together into something else. I was gonna say, you already know what it is if you've seen the picture that I posted on Twitter. But these two guys together combine to form Omega Prime. It's basically Optimus Prime on steroids. So let's see. Start off with, we need to start breaking apart Ultra Magnus. I know, sad. But let's see, so we unpeg all of these and set them aside. Same deal, unpeg all of these, set them aside. And we unslot the entire top half of the body. Just like that. So then we're going to split the entire legs like that. To rotate it down, fold this up, rotate this back into the leg. Or rotate it back, yeah, into the leg. And you rotate these out, you extend the heel bit, and you fold this entire thing out. Then you flip this out, rotate this up, you fold down this section here. It was up here, you fold it down, that plugs in. You then rotate this entire thing up and plug it into place. And you accordion this entire thing in, like so. And then the foot is going to come down and plug in here. And that is one bit of leg armor. It's very satisfying. It condenses down from a long piece of leg like this to a boot like this. I like that. So let me see if I got that down, because this is very different. So you rotate that, rotate this in, unplug this, unplug that, rotate this, extend the heel, pull it out, take this section here. These side parts of the truck fold forward. Okay, these can hold the front plate in piece. Good. Good, good, good. So those hold the front plate in piece. So then you take this entire top section here, fold that around. This is currently missing a couple pieces. It is missing these chrome bits that came with it. So we're going to plug these in. That is the completed head for Omega Prime. That looks sick. It's fuck. Okay. So then, with that unplugged, you pull these out. Rotate these out. Fold this entire section up. And bring this entire section up to go with it. And then you fold this piece down against the back. That's the torso all prepped and ready. You want me to hydrate? Alright, fine, I got you. That's empty. So let me grab something else then. I got my gamer subs. Nile Nectar, baby. Ah. And a stretch. Okay. So, we're going to take the Magnus bits and set them aside. Hey, Roar. I'll hydrate again. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to set all the Magnus pieces aside. Okay, then it looks like what we gotta do now is we need to take Optimus Prime and strip him. He must be stripped. So I will commence the stripping. No, you heard me correctly. So let's see. Shoulder pads come unplugged. Like so. The hands come unplugged. Like so. I'll set those aside. And the legs come unplugged. I said, and then the legs come unplugged. There we go. And then we'll set these aside as well. Okay. So this is the base part that we need. So we start with the leg chunks. Yes, that is. This is from 2001's Robots in Disguise. So, yeah. Let's see. So, we take this, plug it in, the front. Oh shit, there's a lot of connection points for this thing. Okay. So it plugs in the bottom, plugs in the back, plugs into the side. I'm gonna snooze the ad break. We're not dealing with that for right now. And then this part plugs into the front. And then this piece plugs in over the front as well. And that is one combined leg. God damn. That gives him quite a lot of height. Indeed, that is prime. So let's see, let's do that again. So plug into the foot, like so. Plug into the back. Plug into the side. And then plug into the front. Said into the front. Into the front. Into the front. There we go. Now he's got big old boots. I'm just now realizing that he has a dedicated thigh swivel as well as the above the knee swivel. That is... I'm dumb. Okay, that is what we got so far. So then, we take our hand pieces. What do we do with them? We do open up the hands and rotate them like so. Right here. Okay, then just like the original, There's a peg in the thumb and a peg and a port inside the hand. You have to make them hold hands. You plug the hand in, close the finger around it, and then you collapse it all the way around. And there's your big ol' hand. Same deal, plug it all the way around, collapse them in. There's our big beefy hands. And now for the torso. What do we do here? Okay, so it plugs in over the top. Like so. And then the entire front bit collapses downwards and clips in. This piece plugs in. Shoulder pads come down and cover it. You come to the back here. Make sure that's plugged in. You then flip this up. Oh, this is nice. You fold the arms away. You rotate them. Then you fold these bits up. And then you collapse the entire backpack down around it. So that is nice, that is new, I like that much better. Stand him on up. Flare back his horns. There is HASLAB Omega Prime. Fully transformed. Very blurry, but you get the idea. This thing looks fucking amazing. He a big boy. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like you take blue bolts here. And you take blue bolts and plug them in at the very top. And that is just sick as hell. But the one thing that detracts from this set for me, the one thing that is the centerpiece of Omega Prime, the missing Autobot symbol. Oh, God. I still love it to death. This thing is so much better than the original. And speaking of the original, I'll combine them real quick while I rant. So, let me set Omega Prime over here. And then we'll quickly go ahead and throw together the old one. So, yeah, I'm a little pissed off. I would if it was compatible. I would if it was compatible. Rotate out, unplug, unplug, unplug. Flip out, flip out, flip out, flip out, flip out, and leg. You know about grills? You were a huge shoe person when you were like 19 to 22? Damn. Alright. Plug the foot in. Plug the front in. Plug that in. Oh wait, hold up. I'm doing part of this wrong. No, I was doing it right. I just forgot how fucking loose some of the parts are on this thing. That term was used a lot in shoe communities too. Sounds goofy. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone's got their own like community and gimmick and shit, so it's not crazy. But yeah, so the original Robots in Disguise of Mega Prime was one of my grails, and then I managed to find it. So hell yeah. It's the same deal. Close this up. Fold, fold, fold. Rotate the hand. Hold hands. Fold, fold, and fold. Now for the main body bit. This is one of the reasons why I'm glad that the new one is a lot more sturdy, because look at the arms. The second you lift it up, just immediately crumples under his own weight. And with the legs too. With the legs joints only being friction on the original. This is... Forget about posing this thing. You can't. Anyways, back to configuring the old one. So you fold on this piece. You then fold up these. You then unpeg the back. Take this bit, rotate it. Flip it all the way around. Well, don't do that yet. You then hold up the head, you feed it through here. You kind of like rotate the panel around. Rotate these up. There we go. Plug those together. And yet, this is literally where Magnus's head stores in the original. Doesn't go anywhere. It literally just hangs out back here. That's all. So, yeah, the new one's much better in that regards. But then you open this entire front section up, flip out these, and that's not supposed to come out. There we go. Rotate the arm sections back. Banana bread is good. Banana bread is very good. Then you would fold in these thigh bits. And then by the time you fold this back down, this has already kind of done it for you. So now, yeah, this part is a lot more flimsy on the old one, I'll say. But let's get to connecting it. The fucking arms! Stay put, damn it. Plug that in. Flip this down. Clip it in. And this front panel doesn't plug in at all. But that is the original Omega Prime. Hold on, give me a second here. Okay. And the original Blue Bolt thing... doesn't do much, it just kind of like sits up at the top. So that is the original Omega Prime. In all of its glory. And this is the brand new Omega Prime. Which is significantly larger. Yep, I definitely fuck with the new one's design much better. Because, I mean, look at the torso area. On the old one, they just used the thighs to get the blue stripes. And on the new one, they got rid of it and gave it more cartoon-accurate type style here. I very much enjoy the new design. Well, not new design, but updated design, I should say. So, yeah, let's get the old one out of here for right now. It's much cleaner. And, okay. Yeah, I can already feel a difference. Okay, so, with this thing here, this is the original one, right? I'll tell you why I leave this thing in a static pose. I don't touch this. It folds under its own weight, because nothing properly plugs in. The entire top half here just kind of like flobbles around. The legs are on friction joints, they're not ratchets, so you can't pose them at all. The entire chest piece never wants to stay plugged in, and the arms are floppy as hell, with the aforementioned terrible arm design. Like, you shake this thing, it does not want to stay... Like, the shake test is a really good way to determine if a figure is good or not. This thing does not pass the shake test at all. The new one, however, I'm gonna see if it passes the shake test. Without breaking things, preferably. I didn't break anything, right? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Plugging blue bolts back in the top. And shake test. Okay, well I guess that's the only thing that comes off, but still. Blue bolts is a weapon. The arms are nice and solid, and the legs are fucking ratchet joints, as they should be. Look at this shit. It's not going down at all. And he has proper heel support too. So let's see if Omega Prime can do the Bayverse Prime pose. Because that's going to be one hell of a test. I'm going to hydrate again. Hold on. Yeah, he can properly do the pose. And he holds it too. Like, that's not bad at all, dude. Yeah, big models should always have ratchet joints. Because this thing feels incredible. This was absolutely worth the fucking wait. And it... Okay. So I'm gonna get this thing standing upright. And I'm gonna get a hydrate, and then we're gonna do a proper pose test with this thing. Going through all the posing joints and seeing just what this guy has. Give me a second here, I'll get a drink. Yeah, no, as they should be. Because the main part holding up Omega Prime has always been the hips. because these are the exact same hips for the smaller Optimus Prime, and for the Super Mode Optimus Prime, and for the Omega Prime mode. These should have always been ratchet joints. So I cannot, for the life of me, understand why, on the original figure, this core part that is essential for this figure not folding over onto itself, it was not ratcheted. Like, you'll see, I'll try to stand this guy up. And unless you pose him properly, you see, he's gonna fall back on himself because he can't support his own weight. Like, even the side ratchets here, they're ratchets, but they're very soft ratchets on the original. So it literally cannot stand up to its own weight without falling over, unless you pose him in a very specific way, and then he kind of stands there in a very awkward sort of pose, which doesn't look good and it doesn't feel good. Not to mention on this original one, the entire top half is so heavy that like this doesn't plug in, that flops around all over the place. This front piece is the only secure bit. Everything else just kind of like flops around back here on the original. So you can get him standing, but it's a pain in the ass to do. So, yeah, I like the new one already a lot better. And speaking of the new one, let's see what he's got. He has ball joint at the head. Looks up a little bit, looks down a lot, because he's got a panel that lifts up as well. We have the antenna that pop off, but they're frictioned in there anyway, so that's fine. Looks side to side. The arms are basically the same. Rotate him forward. This does kind of get in the way, which is a little limiting, but it's fine. And they move out a bit past 90. You still have that butterfly joint in there too. Bicep rotation. Bend at the elbow. You have very tight wrist joint, but the fingers are posable. They're in one chunk, but they are posable. And you have the thumb bit. Then you have waist joint, like on the original, and a fucking ratcheted ab crunch. This big ass motherfucker has a proper ab crunch, which is super cool given its fucking size. It's only like one click, but that's still a ratchet. That's still an ab crunch. See, then the legs, you can take it here and rotate it all the way up. You got a knee bend that goes almost to 90. Legs can go back almost all the way. Outwards, I assume they're basically the same as normal Prime. Yeah, basically get the full 90. You have thigh rotation, you have rotation above the knee, and you have toes go down, you have ankle pivot. That's about it. Now then, I've been waiting to check out this accessory until we got into Omega Prime mode. But there is one last bit that if you were here at the beginning of the stream, you saw me take out of the box. Can't have Omega Prime without his big ass sword. I don't know how I'm gonna get this on camera. I guess I'll just try my best to fit this into his hand off camera, and then I'll try and fit it in frame. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I need it. Okay. There's 3 slots here. Plug into the hand. And you then close the fingers around. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not gonna get this guy to two-hand this thing. I was going to try, but I'm not going to attempt. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Of course, I'm taking better pictures after stream is done, but yeah, this is a big ass sword. I'm not fitting this on camera. You'll just kind of see. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can do a thing. I'm going to attempt. There. You can see it. All right, that's the best you're getting for right now. Yeah, I'll take better pictures later. Yeah, that goes fucking hard. Big ass dude and a big ass sword. Hell yeah. But with that, I think that's the entire set. That right there. That's HASLAB Omega Prime. Was it worth the 1 year wait? Fuck yes it was. Absolutely fucking yes it was worth the wait. It feels amazing, it looks amazing, and it poses like a dream. More than the original did, which is saying something, because the original was pretty good for its time. Again, I'm gonna contact Hasbro about this. I'm gonna see if I can't get this part that I need. Because after stream, I'm gonna go through the boxes and make sure I didn't miss anything. Because if I did just miss a part, then I'll just put it on and I'll take pictures and show you guys. And just like, oh, I was wrong, I missed something. But I have a feeling I probably will just need to contact Hasbro about it. But it's whatever. It's whatever. But with that, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. That's the finish, that's the figure, that's everything. And I really like this thing, man. This thing is huge, it is fantastic, and it feels fantastic. I will be messing with this more off of stream. I will be getting a bunch of pictures of the full combined mode. I'll be getting pictures of the individual Super Prime and Ultra Magnus. And then I will be getting pictures of the individual Optimus Prime and the vehicle modes and all that stuff. So I will be... You will be fed good pictures. I promise. By the way, the pictures will be posted in my Discord server. I might post 1 or 2 pictures on Twitter. I don't normally post my pictures on Twitter because I don't want to clog up my feed with like my nerdy rantings or whatnot. Because y'all follow me for the horny posts and shit. I don't want y'all to like see the nerdy stuff and be like, I don't know. Yes, this is a Transformer. This is HASLAB Omega Prime. This is super cool guy. The EA. I mean, if you want me to post the pictures, I will post the pictures on Twitter. But more than likely, I will just leave them on the server. Unless you guys think otherwise, but... yeah, that's gonna do it for a stream for me. And... huh. That's gonna do it for me.
I couldn't today.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome. I'm Jesse. I'm a Succubus VTuber. hell yeah. Y'all follow for the nerd stuff too? Okay. In that case, I will make an exception, and I will post the best pictures that I take of this guy on my Twitter page. If you guys want me to. So, yeah. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it there for the stream. Let's see who's available to raid. I want to raid someone. Yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to stop by for stream and all that. I do plan on streaming potentially earlier on next week, because I will be I'll raid someone. I'll raid someone. I am probably going to be moving my setup in the next week. I've said this in my server. I'm getting a new bed frame, and it's going to be a lofted bed frame. So I'm basically just going to move my entire setup underneath my bed, so I can stream a lot more without worries of stuff. Okay. But you guys are awesome. You're awesome. Let's go ahead and raid. Let's raid Reina Takahara. Let's have this. I'll leave him here. Whatever. I'll just like type over. There we go. So we'll raid Reina. I'll hydrate real quick, and then I will bid you guys farewell for today. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. I love you all very much, and hopefully next time I see you guys, I will be in a new setup. So yeah. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.